This is Erika Keathley, also known as Divine Reiki Vibes on Instagram. I'm coming on this Thursday to share another poem. And you do hear light music playing in the background because I do live by a busy street. It is to set off the noise and also to keep me in the flow of what I want to speak about. And I'm going to put the disclaimer out right away. I do not own the rights to this music you hear playing in the background, okay? And this particular poem I wrote last month, April the 23rd, and it's really talking about breaking old concepts, self-concept, how you see yourself. And I'm going to read it and then I'm going to speak to you afterwards, okay? Here I go. Breaking shell. As I break the shell of my old conceptions, I'm filled with many emotions as the shell breaks. So does every perception of what was. I can see the cracking as it falls by the wayside, shattered into unrecognizable pieces. My shadow mimics the fall into the unknown. I step into the deepest of the deep, simply allowing the moment to breathe open and wide into all of this existence. I feel it literally. My skin explodes into complete acceptance. My existence is in this very moment. I am breaking shell. Wow. Oh, this poem pretty much sums it up. It is what I'm talking about is breaking old conceptions of ways of believing about yourself because your self-concept is very, very imperative. Because how you see yourself is how you see life. And as you are changing your self-concept, it can be interesting feelings coming up. As I said in the poem, I feel with a lot of different emotions. But knowing that I'm not the emotion, that I'm having emotion, I let the emotion ride and then I take on to the next thing. I feel it, I let it flow through, like watching a feeling go by. I put the feeling on a cloud and watch it go by, and on comes the next. And as you begin to change your self-concept, it can be challenging sometimes, but with resilience, discipline, and accepting that you can do it, that's where the shift takes place. Knowing that you are the captain of your own ship, you are the director of your own play, that you can make the choice to change how you see yourself. Now, I was raised with a lot of different beliefs, and it's okay if you were raised with certain beliefs and then they no longer serve you. You can discard those. Keep the ones that serve you, but you could discard the ones that no longer serve you. It's okay because you are the one in control. You're always in control. Everything is happening through you and not happening to you, if that makes any sense. So what may serve my family members may not serve me anymore, and that's okay. I realized as I began to do inner work and inner awareness, I like to say the word inner awareness instead of inner work because it is like seeing life differently. As I began to open up, I realized that a lot of my self-concepts were given to me, and I just accepted them and I let them live through me as me. But when I began to open up my heart space, my heart center, and realized that a lot of these beliefs were something that I just picked up and lived out. But when I found out that I could choose my own conception, I can choose my own beliefs, that was a game changer for me. I began to move in a different way, gently and carefully. Because this is when you've been raised a certain way or thought a certain way for so many years, it does become a part of who you think you are. But as you change it, it's like your conceptions are saying, well, what are you doing? Where are you going? Well, no, I've been here for years. What is she doing? But I'm going to tell you, my loves, how you see yourself is the most important thing on the planet. How you, because that's how you're going to experience life. It's not what other people think about you. It's what you think about you. Your concern should never be about what someone else is thinking about you. It should be what you're thinking. And I always say, go and self-observe what you're doing. Don't judge yourself. Just self-observe what you're doing inside. Know your goal or your aim and detach from any mood that comes against anything that you are aiming for. And so how example I'll give you is like when an old concept comes to me and says, well, you're not this and that. I'm always ready. I always have a song in my heart or a mantra in my heart saying, I am capable of doing this. I am strong. I am bold. I am wise. I'm making higher choices and moving in higher ways. I'm always at the right space, place, and time. I'm always moving in the highest direction, and I am safe. So I always have something there. So because the old concept or the old beliefs are going to come, and they're going to see if you accept that or you say no, thank you. And you can always say no, thank you. You don't have to necessarily be a mantra. You can always say, oh, no, thank you. This is what I am right now. And this is what I choose. Because my loves, all we have is the present moment. So I want to encourage you on this Thursday to begin to look at your self-concept, what you believe about yourself, and to begin to say to yourself, change the story within yourself and say the things that you want to experience. I know it's simplistic, but it is a different way of looking at things, and it takes persistence and discipline and consistency. And so it pays great dividends. So that's what I want you to do today, is to go within and begin to look at your self-concept and to begin to tell yourself everything. I mean, go wild, everything that you want to see and experience, and begin to let that be your mantra inside your own mind, heart space. Okay? And I love you this Thursday. And I want to thank you for listening. And also, namaste.